Welcome to Jerry's Fish Room.
Alright guys, welcome back to Jerry's Fish Room. I just wanted to touch base with you guys, do a quick video. We're moving some stuff around now, getting that 180 project moving. And so this is kind of the start of the breakdown of this fish room, or the rearrangement, we'll call it, of this fish room. So I'm going to flip the camera around. We'll go through one more quick time. And again, there's the, it's going to be a little reflections. It's a day 125 with my Africans. Over there's the 55 in Mbuna. 20, that right now was a quarantine tank. I got a few plants in there. And there's my discus. And there's a couple more of my discus that I'm trying to breed, but not having much luck. But this is kind of the last time you'll see this room. I apologize for the mess on the desk. Over there, that's my betta tank. There's a couple of auto cichlids in there as well, and some shrimp. And so starting this 180 project, now that I've done the resealing and I've shifted the tank into its final location, as you can see, I'm draining this 55 because this 55 ultimately will come out. It'll be replaced with the Mbuna tank, which I'm going to do a dirted tank overall on that. But we're going to drain this down. The reason why I'm draining this down, not just to move it, is I actually want that substrate. I'm going to use that substrate as a base layer in my 180. And we're going to put that substrate in the 180. And then we're going to turn around and use that because there's some beneficial bacteria that I believe are still in it. I've been keeping the pumps on, trying to keep the water moving around, been doing a little ghost feeding just to try to keep this thing going. Again, you know, I'm going to be safe before I move any of my discus in there. But so anyways, that's what we're doing. We're going to drain this thing down. Going to take the substrate, and because I'm going with a black, actually black Eco Complete, but I'm going to use this as a base layer just to throw it in, get some mix in, and if there's some beneficial bacteria I can gain that way, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so here's the 180, and as you can tell, I got the styrofoam blocks in there. They're all placed in to kind of give me that depth, that 3D, and here is the nasty substrate. I got about bucket and a half. There's probably 60-80 pounds of it. Again, I'm just going to use this for my base to get some of the beneficial bacteria. And we're going to flip over to the other cameras. I'm going to set up and we're going to start putting it in. Alright guys, so I got the substrate in from my 55 gallon tank to get that started. Gonna start now putting in the Eco Complete. I bought, and I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I got 7 bags. They're 20-pound bags of black Eco Complete. So I'm going to put these in, and then I'm going to start feathering it out to try to create that effect that I'm looking for. So. guys, so here we are. The tank is set up. Couple plants in there. Like I said, this is just a small portion of what is going to happen as far as plants. I intend to try to make this as jungle-like as possible. I want a good heavy planted tank. I got a lot of plants coming in this week, so when they get here, I'll drain this bad boy down. Yeah, I know, throwing water out, but I'll drain it down again, and we'll get the plants put in and we'll go from there. So let me zoom in just a little bit, give you a little taste of where it's at, and we're getting there. It's coming. Alright guys, welcome back. Now that we've seen how I've gotten to this phase of the 180, it's basically finished. I'm excited about it. Now the step of seasoning the tank, getting it somewhat cycled the best that I can. You know, plants are a huge benefit to aquariums in the filtration process. They eat up a lot of the bad things that are harmful for your fish, the nitrates, the ammonia, and those types of things. But I'm going to let this tank sit for three to 4 weeks, season out, before I introduce them. As you can probably see behind me, I'm not sure how well it shows up in the video. I got about 15 black mollies in there just to help with that process. Also kind of want to run a test on to make sure that the tank is good and suitable for the discus before I move them in. Water temperature is already up where they need to be. I run it around 85. FX4 is hooked up, is running on this. I'm seasoning it. Eventually, again, when I get ready to make the swap between the discus into this tank, I will move the FX6 over here to gain a little bit more filtration. And so I'm really stoked about that. So I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Ben Ochart. I had joined his Patreon page, and as a part of that subscription, or whatever you want to call it there for the Patreon, if you can see it, got a nice little hoodie here just in time. I mean, I know I'm in Florida, but it does get cool. We got into the really low 50s this week, and so shout out to Ben, and man, really appreciate all he's done just in the conversations we've had to help me get through some of the things that in fish keeping that I've had to learn. And so with that being said, guys, I cannot thank you all enough, man, for subscribing to my channel. We are at 136 subscribers. I am so stoked about that. Let's push for 200. Again, thank you for those of you who have been checking out the videos. I've got my first video that busted 1,000. It's at 1,500 views. Man, again, man, I could not do it without you, and I am so excited to see the participation from you guys, to at least you know, to check those videos out, and makes me feel pretty good, man. I really appreciate it. Again, just want to help. That's it. You know, I enjoy it, and yeah, notoriety is all fun and all that, but I don't do it for any of that. The thing I'm trying to do is grow the hobby. I love this hobby. It's done so much for me, and so thank you so much for all of you that have viewed, for all of you that have subscribed, for all of you that have commented. Guys, remember, please, if you haven't subscribed, let's help this channel out. Let's get YouTube's algorithm kicking again. Maybe kick out another few videos to where this channel grows. And love to hear from you in the comments, please. If you got any ideas for videos that you'd like to see, I'd love to try to do them. I know I'm going to have a couple of projects that I think I want to make them viewer projects. At least 2 20-gallon tanks. And maybe the 55, I'm not sure about that one, but specifically 220s that want to get your ideas on, and kind of put together any type of a tank that you'd like to see, and just kind of film that process for you all. So again, give me a couple weeks. I'll have these discus in here. We'll give it a fish room update, and till next time, you remember, you know what's coming. Keep loving the fish, man.